welcome back to Dailies by Daylight, everybody, and we are continuing on our little ladder, I guess, of dailies and how they can be excruciatingly difficult if you're not already kitted out with some high-end perks and add-ons and such, because I will confess, I am somewhat guilty of going ham in a few of these videos. I am guilty of putting top-tier perks across the board and meticulously making things easy for myself and such, and now we're really pushing my capacity to actually play this game kind of to its limits by taking low-leveled killers that I am very unfamiliar with. So, our job with the hillbilly is simply to sacrifice 2 people. I didn't sacrifice heck squat in the last episode, so we'll see how this goes. Now, once again, only level 15, only has 4 perk slots, not 2 great perks to go with them. So, to try and give myself the best opportunity I have, we are bringing along Haunted Ground 2, we're bringing along Enduring, we're bringing along Ruin to try and slow things down just a touch, and we have Whispers so I can try and find people a bit better. Now, it goes without saying, this is not a great build. This is actually quite a hideous build. This is... no. And we're also going to decrease charge time and cooldown, because that is about the only thing that I can really afford to put on this. So, yeah. I don't know that I have. There we go, Devout Strike Reef. I can at least sacrifice a bit better. And there's Mount Ormond, right there. A dormant darkness lies beneath his childlike smile, about to be awaken. Awaken. Okay, somebody might wanna... That's probably a typo, I'm guessing. But okay. So we don't have much to go by here. The theoretical ideal is that I just ram them with the chainsaw. That's the kind of idea with Hillbilly. And we have some, like, allowance to make that easier on ourselves. But more or less we have a single use on Haunted Grounds. If we get to the point where no aid is useful, as we did in the last game, I don't think it's going to be that useful. If we are at the point where we are sacrificing 2 people by the point of all 5 generators being fixed, I think we've probably already lost. So, yeah, that's what we're getting. And let's see where it gets us. There's a lot of blood on this screen. We've got a torch, no other items though. So we might be on... We might have a decent shot. I am still rank 12. I don't like being this close to high ranks. But, we'll see how it goes. I'm the only person that's bringing an offering. Okay. I don't know that that's going to be enough advantage for me here. Mount Ormond. Okay. Those, I gotta say, those auras still look kind of dim to me. And well, at least one of our totems is over there. So we have 3 active totems on this map. We have 2 Haunted Grounds. Either one of those gets plucked, then the totem will begin to take effect and will have 6 seconds of exposed on everybody. My Whispers is picking up somebody. These 2 generators are ludicrously close together. I should definitely see what I can do about dealing with that. Now the downside here is I have no idea which 2 totems belong to Haunted Grounds and which one belongs to Ruin. So consequently, I don't know which, if any, to actually protect. And that's just something I have to live with. Okay. First down. Of course there's boil over, it's Kate. But it's not helping her too much. It has to be said, because up you go. And we did get rid of that. Okay. Let's check over here, because we really want to keep these two, because again, they are ludicrously close together, and they are indeed working on one. If we can keep these two, that is a very good basis for the beginning of a free gen scenario. And yes, I am totally going to try and engineer that under the circumstances. Let's hop our way back over here. You'll best get running now. And you were just running in circles around me, aren't you? Okay, they actually managed to force through and get one done. It's good for them. It is not one of the two that's ludicrously close together, so that's a good start for us. But they are still gonna try, it seems. They really want to get these because they know. And that was haunted ground. Okay. Oh, you have made a mistake, Meg. Made a big mistake. So thanks to whoever popped haunted ground, I now have 60 seconds in which everybody I meet can be downed in a single hit. Is the basement here? No, it is not. But there is a hook, nonetheless. So they must have thought that they were trying to get rid of the ruin. Woe to them. Woe to them. In fact, this line of free really is perfect for a free game. And now they found ruin. Because when haunted ground pops, both totems are gone. Only one of them is destroyed, of course, but the other one goes inactive. So, pity, and haunted ground has worn off. So this time, they will be looking to deal with rescue. And the generators we can expect to start popping that quickly. Yeah. That quickly, exactly. But I think if we just stick around with these free, we're actually going to be pretty cozy. I don't know what that was. Oh, and you're just gone. Okay, that's one down, everybody. Depending upon whom you ask, patrolling free generators and the survivor that's hooked inside of them constitutes camping. I don't think that's the case. I think intentionally hooking a survivor in an area you're already patrolling is just tactically advantageous to you. I don't think that's sufficiently underhanded to constitute being actually camping. Okay, nobody over here. Let's check inside the building, because they're probably working on that. Wishing I had surveillance, just so I would know. Yep, they're definitely trying to work on this one. Which means also that they're probably quite upstairs. That would have been lovely if I'd spotted them right there. Hello, Nia. Or Lucifer, as you would appear to be known. Whoop, and here's Kate to try and blind again. Missing out, I'm afraid, on that. But we also now know, of course, that Katie's nearby, and most likely to effect a rescue. We know from whispers that somebody's nearby, but the range on whispers at tier 1 is kind of pathetic. So she could be just about anywhere, really. There we go. Aha, hello, sir. I should have gone through that window, but oh well. Hello, David. How are you? Take the window. No, you're not taking the window. Okay. That's the lack of maneuverability one expects. Okay, you went back in. Thanks for that. Need to get that kick. If nothing else, it will slow them down. Lucifer, I don't know what you were going for there. You walked right up to me. Granted, you're being a bit bold with your camouflage as well, so... I don't know. I don't know. Presumably they have a fair bit of experience with Nia just to have the reds, but... It really is hard to say. It really is hard to say. Okay, was that the one? That was indeed the one. Oh no, that's a different one. Okay, and David is, David's showing a bit of poor manners there. Let's grab this, just to slow him down. Now, if David's trying to draw attention, that tells us that quite probably he is anticipating that another survivor is going to rescue. And there they are. Oh, complete miss. If I'd had the slightest bit of wiggle to the right there. And they're just completely gone. Hello, Kate. How are you? Okay, that just leaves them in the free gen. We have all but intentionally arranged. Okay, good. Yes, blind me. That's fine by me. Blinding would be slightly less, like, more effective if it actually removed your trail. But it doesn't. There we go. I definitely got hit by a lag spike there, but, in the end, it didn't even matter. In the end, it mattered not. Come on, over here. Up you go. Okay, Lucifer has healed up, and these are the final free generators that they have access to. An immediate rescue. And no progress on any of these generators. Okay. They're gonna want to try and go for this one, because it is the one furthest away from the batch. But there is so little space for them here. They're nearby. It's a common strategy to take respite upstairs here. Speaking of. Alright, Nia, let's do this. Oof, I would have hit the edge anyways. That wasn't really necessary. Yeah, that's her probably slamming another pallet, actually. But we want to go back here, because we have seen one survivor in the past moment. Which means the others are probably working on generators. And Kate is not healed yet. That's interesting. Haven't gone for the killer's shack. Okay. And that is probably a toxic strategy of intentionally failing skill checks or making loud noises to annoy the killer, basically. There's no other meaning to it. We're just gonna patrol these generators until we're sure And nobody's coming around here. We don't really have any reason to leave here. We have vision on basically every target that we need to worry about. But of course, that would be quite dull. As the killer, you actually want them to be a bit further apart, just so you have more to do than this. But, if they'd have found a key, they'd have used it by now, and escaped. So, we are more or less just waiting to find somebody. Oh boy. I don't need that. Go away, thank you. Okay, well, now you all know how exactly lazy that is. Okay, that has not been touched. Thank you for getting rid of a pallet. I appreciate that. There we go. We finally got David, everybody. He had the advantage that he had the advantage of my computer telling me to go to freaking bed. But it was not enough. Now where have you got to? There you are. There you are. Oh, somebody's attempting a blind. But it was not fast enough, I'm afraid. But that is only his first hook. We're gonna want to kick this to make sure it gets the position. And then go right back. So you were trying to self-care? Okay, but you are also categorically buying a time. I'm surprised nobody's jumped out of a locker at me, really, at this stage. Okay, still going down. Lucifer is healed up. Nothing there. Probably could have kept going there, but okay. Kate or David? Kate or David? It's gonna be David. It's gonna be David just because he was the most likely candidate we were actually going to catch, not because he was injured. If Kate had run in a straight line, we probably could have caught Kate, but the odds of Kate running in a straight line, pretty slim. Pretty slim. And there is a domino effect, sort of, to be considered when it comes to survivors in a team dying. And simply put, every survivor below 4 rapidly and dramatically reduces the odds that the final generator will get repaired. And that's kind of why you don't want to start a game with only 3 people. You got a window? You got a hat? Got some dodges, that's for sure. Could have sworn I saw that. Okay, touch this. I'm gonna click it. Get rid of some of that progression that you've been working so hard on. There's nothing over here. I don't know why they're going for the middle one. The middle one's the hardest one for them to conceivably fix. Like, that's a strategic misplay on their part. By a pretty big ways. But of course they have to pick one and get it done, because they're just not gonna get anything done otherwise. Thank you, need to get rid of this. Good, still going. We want that to regress. We want them to go back to 0, as it were. They got a fair bit of progress out whilst we were chasing on David and such. We want to get rid of that. It would be helpful if we had something like, I don't know, bamboozle right about now, but we don't... Yeah, you're telling me to go back. Yep, still regressing. Good. You've run, but seemingly not terribly far. Unfortunately, our copy, as it were, of Nurse's Calling only gets us as far as the extent of my terror radius, more or less. So, unless they are fool enough to decide to try and heal in my terror radius, we're not gonna be able to spot them. I know for a fact you didn't run this way. Why do it? Okay, let's get this game over with. The game section of this video has been like 20 minutes. Sheesh. And it feels like there's still some room to be had with improvements on this map when it comes to auras. Jeez, that didn't take long. Okay, we've lost her, we need to go back. Yeah, she's healed up. Like, that's how lost her I have been. Oh, hey, somehow she got all the way over here. In that little time. Heck if I know how. Yeah, I think auras might be a little bit messed up still, I think. Oh, hello David, how are you? Okay, so at the very least, we know Nia has self-care. We also know pretty much for certain that everybody else on this team has self-care. That's still going down, good. They haven't touched that. We know they haven't touched the one in the Killer Shack. I really could do with surveillance. Surveillance and overcharge is my my general go-to for a couple of perks. Oi. There's 3 of you. You can try to work on these individually. If you did so, your progress would be slow, but it would also take it a lot longer for me to actually get rid of it. I'm actually tempted to just guard 2 of these, because they only seem to be interested in these 2 so far. And they are almost certainly just sitting upstairs. Let's find out. Gotcha. And so end of Kate. And also our daily, so yay! And also, so reduceth the chances. Really, you're going to... So endeth the chances that they get this last generator done. Because now, there's only 2 of them. And that means even if they sat directly on a generator, it would take them significantly less... It would take them significantly more time to actually accomplish fixing it. Okay. That'll be the end of you, David. Apologies for that lever. I actually don't know if the game will have counted the lever as our second as our second sacrifice. So, hey, here we go. Now we ideally need to find where the hatch is, and I have no idea. They've had a lot more space to explore the map than I have. Because I spent a lot of it by those free generators. And somehow I've managed to find it anyways. Okay, collapse. There's the gates. Let's see if they can get any of them done. We're not doing a hatch standoff, especially not in a video that's already this long. Jeez. Let's see how this goes. So we are looking for Nia, who has been quite the irritant, quite the devoted irritant. Oh, and she got it. Bye, Lucifer. Have a nice run. But hey, she did well. She did well. I don't know that I want to know what the chat's gonna be like. Lucy said GG. Hooray! Ay, that was brutal. not quite as brutal as Huntress, but brutal. So round 3. Kill somebody with the spirit. Catch you next time, everybody. What the butts, entity? That's not right. Ugh.